I got 4 great tips for you today. 4 proactive market tips for when the market crashes again. You know, I've been in the market for a really long time. I've been selling real estate for 23 years, and this is not the first time I've seen the market have a little bit of trouble. A couple of the things I've learned over the years, though, have allowed me to become better at predicting these markets, and then more importantly, how to prepare for them when they do happen. So that way, when they do happen to you in your career, you can be prepared. And today, I've collected 4 tips that you can use to help you in your investment career or your real estate buying career or as a realtor. If you're going through a real estate collapse, stay tuned. This video is going to help you. The first thing you need to know in a real estate market correction or crash is that you're in a real estate correction and crash, right? You need to know that you're in one. So be aggressive when you're buying. When you're going out in the marketplace, be aggressive because remember, money is made on the buy. One of the biggest problems I've seen is people just fail to realize that the market is declining. So you want to be totally aware of all the market values in your area. Be aware of them as they're declining because when you buy, that's going to affect your values. See, one thing I've noticed is when a market is collapsing, the deal of the century is every week. I mean, in a good market like we've had for the last 9-10 years, you know, the deal of the century was about once a month. But in the market to come, when it collapses, the deal of the century is every week. Remember, when you're negotiating, it's really important that you understand that the more value you get now, okay, off the sales price or in concessions or repairs, being a better negotiator now ensures that it helps you sell it for more later. Trust me, when you're trying to sell your property 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 30 years down the line after you've bought your property in a declining market, every penny will count. Because think about it, it'll give you a higher resale value, it'll make it easier for you to sell and easier for you to hold and allow you to leverage it a lot easier. The second tip I've got for you is you want to increase your lead generation methods. My mentor, Mike Ferry, taught me when you generate, you don't have to tolerate. And that is a critical skill for you to learn. See, when you think about it, you want to expand the area that you're servicing by at least 50%. When the market goes down, there's fewer and fewer homes for you to choose from. So you want to make sure you expand the area that you service so that you can go ahead and have the most of every opportunity. The other thing you want to do when a market collapses and goes down, when it comes to expanding your lead generation methods, you definitely want to go ahead and expand the price range that you service. In a good market, we tend to have limits about what we will or what we won't do. In a market that's collapsing, you want to ensure you have the opportunity to get every piece of business because remember, business begets business. If you're a real estate agent, you want to ensure that you get involved in relocation as quickly as possible because the relocation company clients are not something you want to necessarily depend on for your business, but it is a source of business that you want to add to yourself because remember, adding methods of lead generation to your business is going to become critical as the market tightens and there's fewer and fewer buyers and sellers to deal with. Third rock and roll tip I can give you for today. Don't be attached to the outcome. Gosh, this one is so important. You know, I know that when you're out there trying to get a deal in the field, and especially when there's fewer and fewer deals to be made, it's hard for you sometimes to just not take up everything that can come your way. Understand that if you're attached to the outcome, okay, the seller's going to tell, the buyer's going to know, and they're going to start to ask for things. Maybe it's a commissionectomy. Maybe it's for you to drop your commission. Maybe it's for you to drop your fees. Maybe it's for you to extend the closing date. Maybe it's for you to do something you don't want to do. Whatever the reason, no matter the season, it doesn't matter because when you generate, you don't have to tolerate, you win. Another big part of this is you have to trust the plan, not your emotions. Because every day you're going to be faced with problems. So many times when you're in that market and you're trying to piece something together, we tend to cobble deals together because we're afraid that we're going to lose out. Sometimes we make promises on deals we know we can't necessarily do. Let's just be honest. I mean, sometimes we do that. And the reason why is because we're afraid that we're going to lose out. And the reason why we do that is because we don't prospect. If we don't prospect, we won't get the leads. If we won't get the leads we need, we won't set the appointments that we need to go on. If we won't set the appointments we need to go on, we'll never get the sale we say we want. So as you can see, it starts right from the beginning, the prospect. What's your ability? And be brutally honest. And finally, make sure you're brutally honest with your clients. Let them know exactly what's going on with the market so that they can plan accordingly. Listen, if you're a realtor in the marketplace right now, You know what's happening better than they do. You have the ability to analyze it for them. Make sure you contact your clients weekly. Let them know what's going on so that they won't be in the dark. And that will make it easier for you to get a price reduction when you need to. And if you keep your customers advised, they're going to be a lot more responsive to you. If you're an investor and you're keeping them in the loop about what's going on, they're going to be a lot more receptive to you if you need to ask them to reduce the price for some reason. If you're a realtor, same principle applies. If you keep in constant contact with your client and you let them know what's going on in the marketplace, if you need to reduce the price, they'll do it for you a lot faster. Guys, I hope this was helpful for you. And if it did, do me a favor, share it on your local social network. Share it with a friend. Share it with somebody on your YouTube. Share it with somebody on Facebook. Tell somebody on Instagram. Most of all, have a powerful sales day.